Hi everyone. Today I want to share a message about self-love that I got from one of my spiritual guides who is actually a star being on another planet. So this was at a time in my life where I was really down. I was going through a lot of difficult emotional things. And I also at this time had not developed really any sense of self-love. I really did not like myself much at all. And I couldn't comprehend how other people could like me or how I could even begin to like myself. There was a lot of judging that was going on. So I was driving down a country road at night, and I was used to meditation and going into different trances in meditation. And I spontaneously went into a trance while driving. And in this trance, I encountered these other beings that were clearly not from Earth. And what the first thing I got was from them was a profound sense of love and peace and empathy and care. Like, it was immediately apparent to me that these were much higher, more evolved spiritual beings than I had ever met before. And so that feeling just came through me. And they said to me, "We're going to let you see through our eyes." And they showed me a picture of the earth swirling around a big earth. And I could feel from them the love that they had for Earth, which at that time I did not think was a really great place. Because of my personal life, I wasn't very happy with being here on Earth. But when they looked to Earth, I could feel everything they felt. And they thought that Earth was the most magical, amazing, incredible place, that one of the most incredible places that they ever had looked at. There was great love. And I felt that love because I was looking through their eyes at Earth. And then they sort of zoomed in on Earth. And what they zoomed in on was a parking lot with big dumpsters on the side of the dumpsters. And I could see all this concrete. And in my mind, I was thinking, that's not a good thing. That's not a happy place. And they showed me through their eyes the love that they had for this parking lot, for concrete, for a dumpster. They understood that in order to get around, we need cars and we need concrete to drive the cars on. They understood that dumpsters are important because that's trash removal, and without dumpsters, trash removal trash would be all over the place. They saw a kind of bigger picture, even if they understood that this might not be the best scenario. They felt love for what was there right now, because it was there and someone had put all these systems into place. And we had a relatively orderly system of it working, and it had been placed there because people cared about those things. And they had great love for this parking lot and this dumpster, just like all the rest of them. And they said, this is a part of Earth. Or they didn't say, because I was looking through their eyes. I could feel that they loved that. And then they did something funny, which was they zoomed in then on cockroaches. And I have a sort of fear of cockroaches. I do not like them at all. And they showed me cockroaches, and I felt myself the immense love that they had for cockroaches. It was immense, and they showed me the place of a cockroach in the ecosystem of the world and how important those cockroaches were, and just the love that they had. And I felt that myself. And then they did something even more tricky. They then turned their gaze and looked at me. And in that moment, I felt their love for me, which I was not familiar with feeling, and the immense love that they had for me. And it was so powerful that I was just, even though I was driving, I was sobbing and sobbing, driving around sobbing, because I had never felt that before for myself. And this was just overwhelmingly beautiful. And it was hard to comprehend when I had such a different view of myself. So that was the vision, and that was how they sort of jolted me out of that part of my life, and I slowly started working on building up a sense of self-love and self-perception that was different. However, I thought that was a very personal message just for me, but 15 years later, what I have realized is that what they were showing me was sort of a metaphor, as well as being real. They were showing me the earth and how they loved the earth as a whole, but they were also showing me specific parts of the earth that maybe people didn't think of as all that wonderful. But they were showing me that those parts that people didn't think of as wonderful had a really important place in the earth and in the earth's functioning. So they did that, and then they looked at me, and what they were trying to show me, I now realize, is that if you can love earth with the cockroaches, then you can learn to love yourself with all the imperfections that you think that you have. The cockroaches or the garbage dumps inside of you, and that what you think that is inside of you that is really unlovable, perhaps if you look at it deeper and understand it in a different way, then you will get to see the purpose of it. Because really this message was that everything within you and everything that you go through and the parts of you think are not good really are valuable, and they're the things and the parts that cause you to grow more, and it's all very, very useful. So I hope that somebody else gets a good message from this, and you can make it useful in your life, particularly that everyone is lovable, and you can get to that place when you can shift your perception of how you look at yourself. Thanks all for being here.